Hello, everyone. It's Captain Morgan.
The realest JB here.
Welcome to another episode of
Co-op Reviews. Shazam!
Wait, you didn't... What? Did you turn into it? No, you look the same.
But, I feel like I have superpowers.
Yeah, so we're talking about Shazam today, or the other Captain Marvel.
The other Captain Marvel.
If you know anything about lore.
Man, if you know anything about these two characters, the Shazam character and the Captain Marvel character from, 2 weeks ago, if you've seen our reviews, right?
Icon.
They both literally have the same name, or had the same name, until about just a few years ago that Captain Marvel changed to Shazam.
There was some legal dispute a long time ago.
Yeah.
And Shazam has been his name for a little while, but there's also a Captain Marvel character. It's complicated. Don't worry about it.
It's so complicated, but if you've seen Justice League, you know what I'm talking about. Not the movie, but the TV show. Not the movie.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Overall, I will say this is my favorite DCEU film.
Man, this is the best DCU film.
Easily. I didn't want to jump to that, but like Aquaman was solid, but this was better. Yeah.
No, like Aquaman and Wonder Woman, right? Like the difference between those three movies and like Man of Steel and BVS and Justice League was that these movies want to become their own thing.
Yeah.
They were their own things, and fans saw that and fans appreciated it. Mm-hmm. And you know what? It showed in the film, and you enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah, they were not trying to like create the DCEU for the sake of having an extended universe.
Yeah.
They made these films because they wanted to make good films.
Yeah.
Like I say that Aquaman was, as good as, some of the earlier MCU films. Well, I hope now they're becoming a lot more like, they're making these extended universe films more about the story, and they're actually listening to us.
Yeah, Zachary Levi played Shazam.
Oh, yes. Flynn Rider, who I love.
Flynn Rider?
From Tangled. I'm a child, fight me. No, he did a great job. I love that movie.
He pretty much mastered playing a grown man, playing a kid,
That's
playing
accurate.
a grown man.
That's accurate. I did love his acting. He was funny.
Yeah.
Where he needed to be funny. I did feel like there was a little bit of like a tonal difference between like Billy as Billy and Billy as Shazam, because like he was just like a goofball as Shazam. Then as Billy, he was I understood
absolutely.
It. Like I got it, but it felt a little
and
jarring.
Not to spoil too much, but they do kind of address that in the movie.
They
do.
They
at
do.
the same time, man, I'd be a completely different douchebag if I was invulnerable and super fast and an adult when I was a kid.
It's like wearing a Halloween mask in a way. You're hiding your identity kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say that I liked that Shazam was like the funny movie, because I don't want DC to become the MCU where everything has to be funny.
Yeah.
Like I think it works because that's what the MCU like is going for, and I think that the DCEU can very easily be gritty and dark. They can go with like the Dark Knight Rises kind of motif and it be okay. Because, because I think that's what they're known for. And I think it's okay that Shazam is the funny movie. I just don't think they should do that with every one of their movies from here on out.
My thing is all about the integrity of the movie. This is obviously like a tone that, was explored about creatively. None of this feels forced.
Yes, that's very true.
None of it feels forced. It all feels good. It all feels natural and wholesome. When there's really soft, really like intimate moments, you believe them. When there's like really like dark, gritty moments, you believe those too. Like I did, and I enjoyed the movie for that.
And I thought the ending was pretty satisfying, all things considered. I think that it wound everything up.
It kind of confused me a little, and we'll get to the spoilers in a little bit, but it kind of confused me a little bit to the like as far as wrapping its own little story up and all that. Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm speaking more towards like what's going to happen after the movie. Because maybe spoilers, but there are after credit scenes, so stay the whole time.
Right.
The only thing lacking, I would say, is maybe the villain, but
The villain he had this syndrome of having the same powers as the main character.
Yeah.
But I will say, as in terms of a lead character, I think the actor did a really good job playing him. I mean,
do
you know,
too.
like he felt generic, but not too generic. You know.
I like the fact that we're not accepting villains who we don't know their motivations anymore. Mm-hmm. They're just evil for the sake of evil, because this guy's not for the sake of evil.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
he has his reasons, and you kind of understand them. So just the fact that because of everyone's expectations of what a good villain should be, that we probably fleshed out through criticism
Yeah.
of superhero movies, right? So now we got this guy who, yeah, as far as what he does is not that different from your typical mustache twirler.
Right, right.
But as far as like his backstory, the
Well,
fact that they
we can
flesh it out.
empathize with his motives a little more.
Yeah.
We may not agree with them, but we can understand them.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, if you haven't seen the movie, come back to the review once you have, because it's spoiler time.
Spoiler, 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 spoiler.
You know, I have a
Everyone dies.
graphic that. So there's not a lot of big spoilers in the movie.
Dude,
I think.
Let me just.
Go ahead.
Can I just say this? When he tossed his bro out the window,
I appreciated that. I
I did too, because I was just like, you know, like everyone's in shock, but his brother had it coming.
He did. He was an asshole.
He was a dick. his dad was a dick too, but
Yeah, so I think that I was really glad that when they did the whole staff power thing, that like each one had one power, because I was really worried they were all just going to get the same power and I'd be like, what's the point? But no, they did what I was hoping they would. I knew nothing about Shazam going into this, so
yeah.
and I still enjoyed the movie a lot.
I knew a little, and the fact that they went with the Shazam family, kind of like I got giddy. I was like, oh, the Shazam family! It's only the first movie. It's only the first movie, and we already have the Shazam family.
But it was well done, and it was great. It was perfect for the character arc that he was going through.
Yes.
It was. I mean, I'll say that like the character arc was a little shallow, and I definitely saw it coming. But I'm glad that they did it, because like I wouldn't expect anything else from like if they did anything else, I'd be disappointed, because like this is what I wanted.
This movie is definitely, a PG-13 movie at moments, but it's still part of like a very good kids movie in other parts.
I would bring my 9-year-old to it.
Yeah.
Because it's funny.
It is funny, and there are some lessons that a kid could learn from it. And yeah.
Don't abandon your child. That's a good one.
Oh my goodness, yes. Do not. I mean,
just for reference, you can't do that. You can't just leave your kid. The police will find you. That's child abandonment.
Yeah, I was like, they never tracked this lady down. She just changed. Well, they said she changed her name, but at the same time, like if a 12-year-old Asian kid could find you, like how could the
police would be
government-
tripping?
Yeah,
it's
right.
Philadelphia. I mean, who knows?
I like the connections it made with the DCU without it being like a serious thing.
It was good because it was inside the same universe without having all the characters there making cameos.
Yeah,
Right.
And it wasn't really a part of the plot, and and that allowed for a lot of flexibility.
I think going forward, I'm interested to see what happens with the next movie, especially with the second post-credits scene with the fish.
I didn't know what was going on in that second post-credits.
Well,
scene.
I'm hoping it's like a coy like eye wink to the audience that Aquaman and Shazam are going to team up.
Dude, I don't care about any of that. I wanted to see The Rock somewhere. That's all I was looking out for in the after credits scenes.
Like the actor The Rock?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's supposed to play Black Adam.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Sorry,
For those who knows who Black Adam is, who's the main villain of the Shazam series.
Oh, that makes sense.
He's supposed to be played by The Rock, and that's all who I was looking out for in the end credit scenes, and I didn't get any of that. All I got
that would have made sense. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess it would have been similar to the way that Venom had its post-credits scene.
I love really a lot of things about the film. It's not as perverted as I think a teenager in a human superhero's body would be.
Which is good, I think. I think that was safe.
Man.
I appreciate that the Hispanic brother was gay. Like
Right?
very loosely sprinkled in.
Very loosely sprinkled.
Tasteful.
Just suggested,
Tasteful.
very tasteful.
Yeah.
Wasn't a part of the plot. Wasn't anything.
Yeah,
You know, it was just like,
we need more characters like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like not my thing.
This movie was pretty good. I am excited for the next one, but I also don't know what's going on with DCU right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with it. So
There's a lot. We have no idea. It's all being tossed in the air.
and that was
and
before
everything they did.
Was that before or after
before Wonder
Batman
Woman.
decide? Oh,
It was before Wonder Woman. It was no. This is all with everyone like on track.
oh, okay.
And then somewhere along with the fact that Justice League failed.
Was a bomb.
Justice League bombed, and that threw everything out of whack. So now
Mm-hmm.
they're shifting a lot of that stuff around, you know. And I kind of saw that coming just because, you know, Man of Steel is not Iron Man. You know, Batman v Superman is not
Civil War,
Civil War or the Avengers.
which
or
came
whatever.
out in the same year.
Exactly. It was none of those films, and they didn't reach any heights like the Marvel films did, and yet they planned everything out like they were Marvel films.
Yeah.
And that was completely the wrong way to go. And now they see that.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm not really sure what's going to go on with the future of the DCU.
I mean, it feels like they're course correcting, but I feel like it might be too late to steer the ship back, and that's what makes me sad. Because you've already done a Justice League movie.
Yeah,
and it's like
exactly.
It's you've gone too far.
Gone to you.
When you do the Justice League as movie 5.
You ran before you could crawl,
Yeah.
dude. You know, like you didn't build a solid fan base before you decided to invest in a whole franchise. Hopefully they're taking notes about, you know, making these characters have their own stories without having to rely on this bigger universe. The universe is already built. Everyone knows pretty much who these people are.
And I think they take that for granted sometimes, that people they assume everyone knows who Superman is, so they can just make a Superman movie, but then they change Superman and it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, don't forget these people love these characters for a reason. And, you know, the moments with the characters is why. It's not, you know, necessarily what they're doing.
And that's why I want to see the DCEU do better, because I know that the stories are there, and you know.
We know they can do this. It's just about them, you know, learning from their mistakes and moving on.
Tell us what you think. Was it your favorite DC film, or did you like something way better? Are we completely wrong about Justice League? We're not. But, you know, let us know in the comments. And as always, hit that like button. Help us out.
Like, share, and subscribe, mofos.
Yeah, subscribe for more content. And as always, I've been Captain Morgan.
This is the realest JB here.
Thanks for watching another episode of
Co-op
Co-op
Reviews.
Reviews.